Welcome back, my Earth Wars friends. I'm your host, CF, and you're watching CF Tactics. In this episode, we're going to be exploring the new Transformers Earth Wars UI. Some hit points, some pain points, and some good points. So stay tuned as we walk through the new Transformers Earth Wars UI. Before we dive into the new user interface, SpaceApe has asked some lucky players to report their issues when using the new interface. I've diligently collected the most repeated issues players are having and have cataloged the list of these issues, and they are as follows. Fix the fast forward button size. SpaceApe is already aware of this and has already addressed it. Fix the chat button size. Fix the resource/cores icons on the base buildings. I recommended perhaps a 25% increase in size. Fix the Spacebridge camera focal point. Yeah, you'll see what we mean when we go through the dive-in. Fix the Spacebridge Dupe reward speed. Again, you'll kind of see what we see when we go through it. Change the colors for the dispatch missions progress. Right now, the completed ones are in gold and the ones that are in progress are in green, and they really should be switched. The same thing for the research lab. And a lot of users have reported issues with their fonts or their usernames and text scaling and using characters that aren't Unicode or special characters in their username. Whether or not they're going to fix that, can't tell you. But those are some of the issues that have arisen. Here we are, we're diving into the new UI. Welcome, here it is. Nice, cleaner interface. Going to look over the base a little bit. The new icons, they are a little smaller. Some people have reported issues with the clouds and fog. As you can see from my display, there's really no issues with those going on at the moment. And I think that's more of a map issue anyhow. But nice overall lean, clean UI. It's also a lot faster too. You'll see as we browse through here. We're going to start off with diving into some of the achievements. Show you the new achievements area. The achievements are cleaner. They look really nice. You can definitely see which ones are already accomplished, which ones are still pending. Plus it gives you a nice Decepticon color in the title bar at the top, so it's really, really nice, really clean over that. Then here's your user profile. Nice, you don't have to scroll down to read any more of your information. It's all there on one nice page. You can go over your avatars and select them. That much really hasn't changed, it's just a cleaner UI overall. Ooh, look, 2 new icons. One's Gnaw and one possibly could be a Titan. Who knows? We'll have to stay tuned and find more intrigue in that. Then we're going to move on to, the Cyber Pass. Here it is. Pretty clean, pretty standard, pretty usual, nothing new. Here's the rewards. Pretty much the same timeline layout, just all in the new, cleaner interface. And then here's the new team screen. Oh, this thing is beautiful. A lot of people have been complaining about the 6 bots per row. Here's what the new bots unlock look like. But, I'm not having a problem with the new 6 to 7 bots. I really like it. It seems cleaner. Definitely makes it easier to browse over the bots. And just scroll through them. It's really, really nice. And there's your missing in action area. Pretty much the same. And yeah, don't laugh at me. I was sick during the Inferno event, so I only got the 3-star, didn't get the 2 or the 4-star. So I'm waiting for those. But I think overall the team screen really looks, it's a better, much improvement there. And then you can see a bot that's in research. So it's really nice, just a nice little bar there, tells you. So it's overall nice and easy to see. Then now we're in the menu, the main menu area. And not much has changed in this regard. You know, some of the images still look the same. There's my collections, and it shows out all the different bot subclasses or groups that are there. That much really hasn't changed. The overview is a little more simpler. And the detail screen is just beautiful. It's easier to read. It's easier to break things down. Just looks really nice. And here's your inventory. The inventory screen has really been improved. But really, there's not much of a change there, but it does look nicer. And again, here's the achievements. And then here's your base trials. This is pretty similar to just how it used to be. And part of my connection, it was giving me trouble loading, but as you can see, it's here's your squad. Nice. It's definitely cleaner. Lets you see all nice other things. This is the base trials. This isn't like what you go into with war or with battle. But there's also the Prime League effects toggle that you can do. And back to the base again. Yay, love that. They got to fix that. And then here's your base editor. And, you know, you've got your base layouts that you can save or unlock your next squad or your next slot for it, rather. And then turn around and just edit your base. Here's the new building selection screen. This is a slightly better improvement. It's still a little cumbersome as it was before, but it looks better at least. We'll see how it functions later. And, you know, then here's your battle history. This has been pretty much the same. It's still clean. It's still sharp. It's nice to see. You can still see your attacks and your defenses and see how and where you lost. And you can still select the battles where you won, see what attacked you, and, you know, just all the good stuff that's already been there. And then, of course, you've got your settings, which here you are. Just a nicer, cleaner interface for it. A little easier to read, but I can understand how some people have reported it's been difficult to read the fonts on smaller screens. And here's the community and the support UI. They've updated some icons, but pretty much it looks just like the rest of the new UI in that regard. And then here's all your stats from your heads-up display. There's Alloy, there's Energon, there's your Z-Energon, there's your Cyber Coins, there's also your fuel cells, and you can go over and also check out your metals and your Ore 13, and you can't see your points or your war medals, but they're displayed there. Here's the chat area. And it's a little smaller than it was last time. I can understand why people are saying, hey, increase that chat button, you know, so that you can open up that drawer. There's the report and visit buttons. No mute button yet. That'll probably come in the next phase. So yeah, it's looking really nice and really good. And then here's how some of the buildings will look. Yeah, you can see the small icons can be difficult to see, you know, especially on zooming. They really don't change size much, so I can understand why some people are complaining about that. And here's your building stats information screen. It comes up really quick. It's a nice little switch on the drawer on the side. Comes up really nice. It's really clean. Outputs all the data that you want. Here's your dispatch missions. You know, we talked about how the colors should be inverted. I kind of do agree with that. You know, the ones that are in progress should be gold. The ones that are finished should be green. And there's all the icons. Yeah, see, they don't really change all that much, but they do show up a little bit better. Oops, hey, click some resources. And, you know, here you go. You can go over some more building stats. And, of course, you know, your combiner beacon. And you can look it over, see what your combiner's DPS and hit points are. And then your walls, or in this case, this is an energon harvester. I meant to click on a wall, but, you know, what are you going to do? And then here's your MDS and the switch variant screen. A little easier to read, a little easier to navigate through. And then here's your outposts, and gives you the troop DPS and the troop hit point. in the bot core lab. This is going to be a fun one. This was a pain point a lot in the old UI, and some of the enhancements I think are really, really good. Still could use room for some improvement. You know, similar layout and everything in that regard, but it's still nicer. It's cleaner. And now here's the core upgrade screen. I'm not really going to upgrade a core, but now it shows you which cores are locked out. It doesn't say what core it is. It just says that they're locked or assigned or maxed out or unavailable to fuse. And you can go through here and just see what's available for you to fuse into your core. It's a little bit better, but I do agree with a lot of the players saying just don't show us cores that are, you know, locked or not available to fuse or in that or anything in that regard. And I do kind of have to agree with them in that regard, because it still makes it tedious scrolling for that. And here's a preview of the combat screen. Pretty much nothing's changed in that regard. And now we're going to go back in here and hit the building course. And as you can see, pretty much all the same. It's pretty much similar as the bot cores UI. So nothing's really different than usage in that regard. And now here's the combiner lab. Yeah, here's your combiners list. They updated the look in the gallery for it, so they look really, really nice. They look really, really sharp. So I can't complain with that. That's a really nice UI change. This is a bug, I think, where it has that little gold flashing thing. And here's the Titan lab. For mine, you know, you can click over the abilities, get to see what it is in those little question marks. Scroll through your combiners and see what levels they're at, and you know, do all the good stuff. And it did take some time for some of the combiners to load on my lab. It could just be my connection, it could be my game. I don't know which one yet. But yeah, just trolling through the combiners and taking a look at them all. You know, they've pretty much kept up with that new UI look to it, and it doesn't look too bad. It's still easier to navigate and browse through, so that's good. And since we went through the combiner lab, guess what we're going to do? We're going to go to the Titan lab. Yeah, I think we're going to go to the Titan lab. We'll do the lab first, and it'll take. And my nemesis needed to be checked up, so there it is. She's leveled up. And this little scroll here, this little camera panning can be a little annoying, especially when you're wanting to see what your Titan looks like on the base. But here it is, and it's got these two nice arrows at the sides that really should, you know, be there, available right from the start. I think it was. Maybe I didn't really notice. But you can browse through your Titan abilities and the applied abilities and the available ones. So it's pretty much the same as it has been for those of us who have Titans in the game. Not a big difference there, but it's still a nice overall improvement. And then here's the tech tree, and the tech tree, the menus are the root menus seem to be all following the same format, which isn't bad. And you know, here's your attack perks. Pretty much they look the same. They're just following the new layout and the new wrappers, and it still looks nice. Still easy to browse. And again, like I said, I can see how people are having trouble reading these fonts on smaller screens, because yeah, even here on a larger screen, it's difficult to read. And here's your Titan perks. So yeah, I can definitely understand why people are screaming about we need some font scaling here and get that working better. And I can't disagree with that. That's a minor issue that hopefully will get resolved in the next phase of the UI updates, so we'll hope so. And then here's your battle screen, and here's your story mode maps. They changed those up really nice. I think this is a better look, in my opinion. Some people may have a differing opinion, and that's cool. I have no problems. And look at Triptychon eating that final battle. And here's your elimination mode. selection screen. And then now we're going to go into select the Titan, for your Titan assault. And again, they've followed pretty much the same thing as they did with the Combiner Gallery. They've really unified it. Here's your Titan assault map. And now onto the fun stuff. Some of the things that you guys want to see. The squad selection screen, and here it is. With the old UI, they moved over the Combiner to the left side, the Titan to the right. They kept that in place. Nicer, cleaner buttons. You can select the bots that you want. Whether you want to go alt squad or your main action squad. No big deal. And they do select a lot quicker, it seems. I want to say, hey, maybe it's about the same speed, but they do seem to be a little quicker. Oh, look at that. Cheetor made a liar out of me, of course. The fast one loads slow. But there you go. And, you can select the Combiner. And I think in this case, just go ahead and pick whichever one you have available. It really looks nice overall. It gives you your current squad. It gives you your spark. It's looking really good. Back to the team screen. Here we go. Now we're going to talk about the profiles. This is really nice. And this has been a pain point. You see the two buttons up there by the profile icon? A lot of people have been saying we need those back on the left and right of the screen. I can see why they would say that. It's a UI change. They're not used to it. But I also say, I like it right there because it lets me go over all the other stuff like the bio and the equipment and the hit points and all that. You can also replay the bot story now. And I'm going to skip it here in a second. There we go. So, there's a lot of nice things about this UI. You can also, tapping that question mark, when you click on the bot, brings you right into their profile screen. So it's a little bit nicer in that way. You've got two ways to get there directly. And of course you can see the ranks and their bio and their equipment screen. And I love the stats on the left side right under their profile icon. That's really a nice update. And now on to the good old-fashioned Spacebridge. Here's where we can list out all of our items, and clicking on, you don't have to click just a button now. You can click on the actual, I guess you could say, tapestry or pennant for it, and it'll also claim it for you, which is really, really nice. So it's not just the buttons. You can click anywhere within that, and here's all your lists, and they're pretty much following that format. You click on the question mark, you get to see what bots are in a specific bundle. So it's a little easier to see, a little easier to navigate. And I can, again, I'm going to probably repeat myself over and over again. I can see why people are having problems with the fonts. But overall, I think it's a good overall aesthetic. It's consistent. It reads easy. It's not too bad to see. They may have to extend those headers on those placards or pennants, or whatever we're going to call them, so that when there's text overlapping, you can read it easy. Here's your Spacebridge, and you can select up to 10. Of course, you can always get the Get More, which takes us back to that menu. We can pick whatever side we want. This time I'm going to grab a couple of Autobot crystals, and I clicked on the pennants for these to get them, so no buttons used there. And it's just really nice in this regard. You can just go ahead and tap away. Spacebridge does seem a little bit better, and I don't know if you saw it in that one, but you'll see it here in a second. There's that focal point that a lot of people were talking about, how it just skews to the side there. Don't know if that's going to be fixed or addressed in the next update, but it has been submitted. And yeah, overall, the Spacebridge does seem a little faster, and there's that dupe speed issue that people were talking about. Just the rewards coming up really, really slow. Ooh, I wonder what I get now. Oh, yeah. Another battle boost I probably won't use. Here we go. Oh, yay. Kremzik's I definitely won't use. And nice dupe. Oh, hey, we actually got a dupe bot. So now you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is a little slower than it was last time. But overall, the UI is not bad. It has some major improvements. Here's your Alliance raid screen. A lot of people probably won't understand it, but it's pretty much the similar how it was. Here's your members list, and you just go ahead, pick your screen, and like I said, here's the placards, and there's the completed ones, and here's the ones that need to be done. You can scout them, so the scout's still there. And it's overall not bad. And here we go, we're scouting in, and just like when you're scouting a war base, you can go ahead and tap on anything and see the stats and what levels they are and what you're looking for throughout just like you can in wars. So it's not bad in that regard. It's a little cleaner, and again, the fonts, I can understand why people are complaining, especially on smaller screens. Seems like I've been saying that every part of this UI experience. And then here's the shop, where you can go in and get resources or your Shanix. Here's your Shanix shop. Wow, say that 5 times fast. And while I'm here, I'm going to grab some Combiner Spark. Or some War 13, I don't know. I'll grab one of each, but overall, it's pretty fast. Still says please wait on some things, for redemption. But it's still a nice improvement. Any of the resources go straight to your inventory, like War 13 or Energon, anything like that. So it's not bad. It is definitely faster. I do like the look. It really is. It's a really nice, clean look. And here's your resources that you could purchase if you wanted. And then here's your Decepticon crystals screen. It's pretty much like what you get from the Spacebridge. Nothing different there. And then here's your Decepticon 4-star Decepticon selection screen. So it does have like a progress bar of where you are to get somebody. Not much difference, but it's a little easier to read in the new UI than it was in the old one. The font, again, isn't bad, but I can see how, like, for the sort of balance there, where it goes into the lighter shades, yeah, they really need to bring that up so it's easier to read. Same thing for the Autobot screen. You can see what's available or who to purchase, that type of thing. So overall, that wasn't too bad. And now on to some of the fun stuff. We're going to go into a battle, I think. Yeah, we are. And here it is. And I know that we briefly overviewed this, but you'll see you can switch through it. They render up pretty quickly in some regards. Yeah. These are some new assets, and of course you can see which zones are available. Blue are easy, green are suggested, yellow are slightly difficult, and of course red are hard. And then yeah, I'm going to select the combiner. Yeah, we're going to go grab Neptune just to give him a run. And I want to take you through a quick battle. I won't comment through the battle, but right now you're gonna see a new UI glitch. That's my player icon. That's not Rambomb's player icon. That's my profile pic up there. So hopefully they'll be addressing that soon. You guys got to keep in mind that this UI is still fresh. There's still going to be things that are going to need to be ironed out. This is kind of like an open beta for the players that got the UI. So it's nice that we're able to play with it, use it, provide some feedback. Feedback is available on the Earth Wars Discord server with the new UI channel. I'll post a link to that in my description. And there's just it's just really nice that we got to play with it, got to tweak it. It's mostly a refined finished product, but it still could use a little bit more polishing, a little bit more emphasis. And and as you can see there on the right hand of the screen, that fast forward button on smaller screens could probably be very, very difficult to tap. I mean, it's almost hidden. It's almost off the screen. It's going to be a pain. So I can see why some players have a problem with that, especially when they want to rush through or they're power leveling or anything in that regard. So I can definitely understand why they have that. They're making that complaint. It's easy to see there. And of course, you've got the new power levels and the abilities showing off when you do it. It tells you what it is, the cost, you know, and then your health bars. The health bars, I think, are a definitive improvement, but they could still be improved a little bit better. At least they're not over the bot anymore. You know, they're right down here, so you can see which bot is taking the most damage. So that'll help with you guys that love healers, or anything that have healing cores or triple changers that can deploy out to those bots for some healing abilities. You know, so it's kind of nice. They also stepped down, and I know that they did this on the old UI, but they also step it down when you don't have enough points or the bot has been stunned, that the ability can't be used. So that's really nice. And oh, hey, won that one. And there's the new victory screen. I would assume that the defeat screen is similar. And then here's how your bots go through all their XP. It's a nice little thing. Usually I would skip this, but since I'm doing a video, I wanted to show everybody this. This is part of the new UI, so it's nice that it channels through like that, and then gives you a battle summary. This is really nice. Gives you the bot level, gives you the XP that they gain, their bot power, everything. This is a really nice improvement. And now we're going to go into the alliance stuff. And oh, hey, we're not in a war, so let's go start a war here. And yep, as you can see, so I'm giving you the full tour. I didn't even realize our alliance wasn't in a war, but that's great. I just started one, so that'll be fun. We'll actually get to see it launched, get to see the new screen, get to see the new map. Yeah, and my connection's been absolute crap lately, so pardon the slow loading. I'm not sure if that's intentionally for the game or just my connection in general, but my connection's been something fuzzy lately. And here we are on the Alliance HQ. Again, not much has changed. It's just the new UI, same similar setup as the new base buildings. And here's the upgrade center, and while I'm here, I'm going to probably donate something. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to use some alloy. There we are. And, you know, you can click on them and see everything that you want. And ooh, look at that. May have found a bug. Could be with the UI, could be with the building itself. But either way, and you know, you can just go ahead and take a look-see. And there we go, some more donations. I'm going light since I'm doing a video. But yeah, I mean, not much has really changed in the terms of the Alliance HQ in that regard. Here's your Alliance roles. They show up pretty nice. They're following that same format. But see that bottom bar? That's what we need on some other areas of the UI, in my opinion. And then here's your roles, and there's the officers. You know, there's your commander, and here's your alliance list that you can scroll over. It's a lot cleaner. No more gargantuan purple bars or red bars. You know, it's a nice uniform look. And here's some of your other roles, your rookies. Here's the empty slots that you can add new ones to. So they're all, it's all coming together. It's a really nice cohesive design. Here's the Alliance information screen where you can go add your stuff. And then, of course, the overall profile, so you can see all the information, you can see what the settings are for it. Again, here's the leaderboard, nice purple or red highlights on the left edge of that, so it's really nice to see. So you get to see what faction the player is playing. Here's your war history, nice cleaner layout. It tells you whether it's con versus con or Autobot versus con. Really nice in that regard. So it's been a overall it's been a nice one. And here's your user profiles again. You know, your leaderboard, so you can see all your members. It's really a good overall cohesive design. They've really done a good. Hey, there's the new war screen. We got a new war up. All right, and see, it tells you who and where, and here's the new war map, and it has replays already for that base, for that first base. We're not going to step into the replays, but yeah, here's your defense lineup. Here's your leaderboard. You know, and of course, just a good old-fashioned prizes interface. Again, they've unified it. It's all universal now. It looks really, really nice. You can click on one, find out what the rewards are. The rewards change at the bottom based upon what league you're in. And yeah, overall, not a bad improvement to the war screen. Now, if we can get the war engine itself, that's a different subject. But there we go. That's the Alliance Wars. They're looking really good in that regard. And now I'm going to go a little deeper into the combats. Here you are. You know, you've got your 5-star, your 4-star, your 3 stars on the left. Here's all your combats. And, you know, the upgrade screen is pretty much just the same as it always has been. You know, you click on the upgrade arrow, and you'll be able to upgrade your bot as you want. You know, add spark to them. So it's nice in that regard. It's pretty lean. It's pretty mean. It's really nice, and it is really fast. Where I'm not loading assets into the game, it is really, really fast. So the speed is a definite improvement. I know it's going to take a lot of people some time to adjust to it, but it's overall it's. Here we are with the dispatch missions, as you can see. Completed is gold, in progress is green. Those definitely need to be swapped out, definitely. And you know, similar screen as to when you finish a regular battle, you get your bots coming through with the XP they gained and the battle summary. Still, that's beautiful. There's your reward screens. They're coming up really nice, really fast. And I still think that these need to be switched. But here we go. We're going to load up a new squad. And, you know, they don't pick bots that need research, so I've got to go in and manually add those. Yeah, so I'll grab these. And then I'll dispatch them. And see, again, in progress is in green. That should be completed. It really should. Dispatch missions aren't bad, though. You know, it's pretty much the same layout as it was, just more unified with the new UI. It is quicker. And then here's your bots in the research lab. This really hasn't changed much. I broached over that earlier in the video, but here's your bot. Mine's half shell, and he's researching. And it gives you a nice little red bar above the top telling you how much longer he has in research. So that's not bad at all. Alrighty, friends. That's the overview of the new user interface, Phase 1. My overall thoughts are, it's good. It's not a bad soft rollout. There are areas that need to be polished and refined, and that's probably why SpaceApe has done this soft rollout of it, so that we can give them feedback and they can make adjustments. Don't forget, this is not a complete rollout yet, so keep the flaming to a minimum, please. My overall rating for this new UI is a solid B. As I've said before, there are areas that need to be polished, refined a little bit, but overall, not a bad partial rollout that SpaceApe has done in this instance, not compared to some that they've done in the past. Well, tell me what you think. Leave a comment below. Also, let SpaceApe know what your thoughts are on their Discord channel. The link is in the description. Thank you, my friends, for watching. This is your host, CF, and you've been watching CF Tactics.